This is Lesson 47, and the two topics in Lesson 47 are percents greater than 100 and percents less than 100. We know from our work last year that if we have word problems involving fractions, we can change them. We can use this little formula and just say fraction times of equals is. We can do the same thing with decimal fractions. We can say decimal times of equals is. We can transform these and add two other formulas for working with percents. Percent simply means number out of 100. Percent, number out of 100. So we can put the percent over 100, and that changes it into a fraction. And we use this form of the little formula that we have. If we divide through in C by the of number, whatever it is, we divide on both sides by that same number, we get percent over 100, because this will cross out, equals is over of. And this is the form that I prefer. It's very easy to use. Always works. Okay. Percents less than 100. Our first step when we do problems is to identify each part of the word problem and tell what it is. Well, 20% is obviously the percent. Of. This is the of number. It always follows the word of. And we'll just use a variable for that. I usually use what number, like the book. This is the is number, 15. It comes right after the word is. Sometimes it's before the word is, too. So I'm going to set up my formula. Percent over 100 equals is over of. I'm going to put 20 in place of the percent. And we're going to do is 15 over what number? Okay. And then we're going to cross multiply like we do. This is called a proportion. It's two ratios and they're equal. We cross multiply. We multiply 20 times Wn, and we multiply 15 times 100. Whenever we multiply by a 100, we just add two zeros to the number. We divide through by 20. We can cancel out the 0, and we can cancel out the 2's here. So we have what number equals 75, and that's our answer. The of number, the missing of number, what we call the base, is 75. What percent of 140 is 98? Well, what's missing here is the percent. I'm going to represent it with the P. Here's the of number, right here, 140, and here's the is number. Again, we follow the same formula. Percent is going to be a variable this time because the percent is missing. Percent over 100 equals is over of. 98 over 140. We're going to cross multiply again. 140 times P equals 98, and two zeros get added. We divide through by 140. You can use your calculators to do that work. This totally crosses out. Anything over itself is 1. 14 goes into 98 7 times, and into 0 0 times. And so our missing percent is 70%. 15% of 300 is what number? Again, we can put our 15 over 100. We have 300 here. That's the of number. And we don't know. This is the percent. This is the of. And the missing is number is what number? So we're going to put what number here and over 300. We're going to cross multiply 100 times Wn equals 15 times 300. We're going to multiply that out using your calculator. 100 WN equals 4,500. We're going to divide through by 100, and we are going to get what number? The missing is number equals 45. 15% of 300 is 45. Okay, for percents greater than 100, we have to be careful. When a problem discusses a quantity that increases, the final quantity is greater than the initial quantity. If we let the initial quantity represent 100%, the final percent will be greater than 100%. We can solve these problems the same way we solve problems in which the percent is less than 100. So here's our first problem. What number is 160% of 60? Well, this obviously is the percent. This obviously is the of number. And do you see here what number? It's in front now of the is. That can happen either way with the is number. It's always either in front of the is or it's in back. It ends the statement. So we're going to do our percent over 100. Our percent is 160. We're going to put it over 100. It equals the is, which is what number, over 60. We're going to cross multiply again. 100 times what number equals 60 times 160. We're going to multiply this out, so we get 100 times what number? We get 0, 0, 36. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 1 is 6. Carry a 3 is 9. And our missing is number is going to be 96. This is 1. What number, which is the is number now, equals 96? And that's our answer. Okay, 96 is bigger than the of number. That should happen because the percent that it is greater than 100%. This one we have to be very careful about. It says if 75 is increased by 150%, what is the result? So we have to remember that 75 is the original number, and that is 100%. If we increase the percentage by 150%, the final percentage will be 250. So whenever we see that something is increased by a certain percentage, we have to add the 2% together, and we get 250%. The original number percent is 100%. We add it to the percent of increase, 250%. Now we're all set to solve it in exactly the same way as we did before. Okay, this is the base. In these problems, this is the base or the original number. Okay, this is the of number, often called the base. It's also the original number, the thing that we're starting with. So this 75 is going to go here, and we're missing the new number. Now, 100 goes with 75. That's the original. 250%, then the is number is going to be much bigger. So we're going to multiply again. 100 times the is number equals 250 times 75. You can do that out on your calculator, and you're going to get 87,500. I'm sorry, not 8,700. Okay, and we are going to get then, when we divide by 100, we're going to get, sorry, I have too many zeros there. We're going to move the decimal place back 2 places, and we're going to get what number equals 187.5. This is the increase number after we increase the 75. Okay, what percent of 90 is 306? Okay, so this is the percent, this is the of, and this is the is number. So we're going to put P, since the percent is missing, over 100 equals 306 over 90. The of number always goes in the bottom. Okay, again, we're going to multiply 90 times P equals 306. And we just add the 2 zeros. We divide through by 90, and our final percent then is 340%. You can just use your calculators to do that. And you can see this increased. This is the 100%. The original number is always the 100%. The base number is always 100%. Our percent has to be bigger because the of number, the is number is bigger, sorry. This concludes this lesson.